Ladies and gentlemen, live from the residence of Sean John Combs, I introduce to you Thingy Majig. Hello, good evening and welcome to the Thingy Majig Racing channel. This evening we are covering live racing, ladies and gentlemen, at the World Racing Community. We are wrapping up the European Touring Cars Cup with a neat little bow, ladies and gentlemen, for round 8 here at Spa-Francorchamps. Excited much? It's going to be a banger, ladies and gents. Yes, it is working. I was just checking. My vocalness was out there. So what can I tell you about this championship? They're using Group 2 cars. The Nissan has been almighty, and I think our champions have already been crowned, ladies and gentlemen. I do believe that they won Group 1 and the GT1 and GT2 last round out. So this one is all about big fun with a PH, ladies and gentlemen. It's for fun. I mean, there is still tables, there is still positions up for grabs, I'm sure. I'm trying to get to the tables. You may have could tell that I was just lagging for time. So here we go then. Cole, I believe, is champion with 222 points. Tommy is second on 174 points. Deviant is third on 164 points. Bob is fourth on 138 points, with Chunky in fifth on 136 points. This is the GT1 category. In the drop zone, ladies and gentlemen, in sixth place is OSX Thunder on 132 points. There's double points, I believe, up for grabs this evening, so we might see Chunky relegated. And in seventh, Autosport on 111 points. Then in the Group 2, GT2, table, we have a Faceless Boy winning on 209 points. He will be getting promoted to the GT1 class next season. Fusion is in second in his Lexus on 142 points, also promotion to the next season. Third, MJ on 39. No, that's his car number. He's on 122 points. Garuda is fourth on 116 points. Then Adnap fifth on 86 points. Reckless in sixth on 33 points, with Nitro finishing is in seventh on 1 point. So that's the tables. I'll give you a quick update. Oh, look at Faceless Boy there. Cool threatened. He might turn up in an Audi, so that'll be interesting. So for the last time, ladies and gentlemen, let's do the regulations. World Racing Community Season 7 European Touring Cars Cup, sponsored by Hankook. Race regulations: balance performance will be on brake, balance tuning will be allowed, tyres are at times 3, all compounds available, 2 compounds must be used, fuel is at times 2, refuel rate will be at times 7, the car class is Group 2 car, and the grid starts with false check is on. It's a 1 hour practice, 10-minute qualifying session, and it's usually 30 minutes for race 1 and 60 minutes for race 2, but this is a Triple Crown event, ladies and gentlemen. We are doing the full 90 minutes race. 90 minutes hard racing around Spa-Francorchamps. And because championships have been won, they've said it's open season, but I think it's a bit too late now to say get your butts over here and get in. The Duff man in chat saying, evening Thingy, hope you are well. Good luck to all the WRC drivers. See you for Formula X next season. Oh, is the Duff man joining us for Formula X? That would be awesome. Yes, next season. I think it's a little 2-week break from the WRC guys while they recoup and rest and relax before they move on to the next championship, which will be in the Red Bull Juniors, calling it Formula X Autosports guy. Is that Max Verstappen, or whatever they call him, on his boot. Let's have a look. There's a big... Oh, I had that. Look, learn the buttons. It's not Max Verstappen, but I don't know, is it? It's a less textured Max Verstappen. It's probably not. Although that cut did... Oh, yeah, no, it is, because he's got Max Verstappen written on the back. Well, there you go. Who would have thought? Autosport, big Verstappen fan. Hey, love him or hate him, you can't deny he can drive a car. No matter what your opinions are, you can't deny that he's pretty fast with whatever he's got underneath him. Oh, Duffman saying it is, and Thunder saying it is Max Verstappen. There you go. It's the Max Verstappen, whatever it is, Maxi Pad. So let's have a look then. No, the Deviant's coming out of the pits. He is in the Playboy Nissan, and he's fighting for that third place from Tommy the Rooster. So Deviant, and it's still... Oh, Bob's here as well. We've got the whole Nissan team. Or are they all going to be in Nissans? Thunder in his Nissan. He's stuck by it all season, even though it's put him in a relegation position. Autosport in the Lexus, it's done well for him. The Lexus is his Max Verstappen, ladies and gents. A Garuda in the house, which is surprising because it's sunny today. I thought he'd be in a pub garden, but no, Garuda fancying a drive. In fourth. I'm only jesting. Doesn't sit in the pub garden, it's too far away from the bar. Faceless Boy in fifth spot. He sits right at the bar, a foot away from the pump. So Faceless Boy then, a winner of Category 2. Joined, it wasn't mid-season, joined quite early, but he had 2 races out of a category whilst they evaluated. And I do believe he got put into GT2 for numbers. It was a disparity between GT1 drivers and GT2 drivers. But it's only one season, ladies and gentlemen, and he is up and at 'em and going to Formula X as a GT1 driver. They're upper echelons. In the off-season, might be next weekend, is it? No, yeah, not this Saturday, Saturday after, I believe. Ladies and gents, they are hosting the Daytona 500, and I get to cover it on this very channel. So if you've got a loose end a week on Saturday, come and hang out with me, because I think it's going to be like a 3-hour race, and they have put an immense amount of effort into this, more effort than I was expecting. And mine was like, shall we just take a bunch of Group 3 cars for 200 laps around Daytona for the giggles? And no, they've gone all out, ladies and gentlemen. We're having safety cars, safety zones. There's lots of things I've got to learn about NASCAR in a week. I just thought they went round the corner and went broom. But there is a lot more to it. So I am going to be... Deacon is going to do a video. And I'm going to be schooled, ladies and gentlemen, in the ways of the NASCAR, the ways of turning left. There is more about it than just turning left. So I'm looking forward to it. So yeah, a week on Saturday. Come join us here. I think it's starting at an earlier time, 7-ish, I think, because of the length of the race. But please, come and keep me company in the chat. And if you know something about NASCAR, I could do with some experts around. I might ask Pat, my man Pat. Sometimes he used to pop in the chat. He's a busy boy these late days. Hard pro sim racing nowadays. Right then, we're only minutes away from qualifying, ladies and gentlemen. They're getting themselves prepped. And Thunder and Garuda still out on... No, we're ready. They're asking, are you all ready? So anytime now, the lobby settings will be changed. Now, don't ask me about weather. There's been talk all week in the Discord. There's been a huff and a puffle of chatter over what the weather will be. Oh, sip of the hot brew that's just a little too hot. I'll tell you what, now I don't want to get us sidetracked going into qualifying, but I went to the good old Sainsbury's today. And did you know they did like Terry's chocolate mint? Instead of the orange, it's a chocolate mint. Now, I don't like eating on air, but these segments are just too good. So qualifying has begun. Oh, how loose is this? How relaxed. It's the last one, ladies and gents. We can do what we want. Ooh. Well, at least it isn't that silly 24-hour one where it kicks you out of the pits halfway over a rouge. Excuse me. Mother hell of God of love. That is some good chocolate, ladies and gents. That is something else. Here's MJ in the chat to congratulate me on a brilliant advert. Good sell on the Daytona 500. Adnap in the chat saying hello, Thingy. MJ saying first week of a 9 to 5. I've not long been in after the commute. They lie to you, MJ. You get into the working. They don't trust anyone in the workplace. It's all lies. They say you can get out at 5. I didn't get out until I wanted to get out of work at R4, and it didn't quite happen. You've got to learn to shout. Excuse me. Shout and act angry. MJ saying I'll be working from home next month. Oh, happy days. And Skyjacker with a little kiss. Well, hello there, Skyjacker. I raced with Skyjacker last night. I wouldn't even say I was on the same track, but yeah, I shared a track with Skyjacker last night, and it was great fun. Skyjacker. Thank you for having me along. It's not often I jump in a race car, but yeah, I enjoyed it. Thank you. It was good. There's a couple of things about the Radical I'd change. The rev limiter doesn't work until the lights come on, and it's just because I'm in VR. I mean, I suppose you could turn the lights on, but yeah, the rev limiter didn't work in the first 2 races, and then in the 3rd race, because the lights were on, suddenly the rev limiter's working. I was like, oh, I could have done with that for the 2 races before. Now, those clouds are looking deep and grey, but they're not. So yeah, the weather is unpredictable here. I am not sure what it would do. We're watching Faces Boy. We're going to watch Faces Boy on his first lap out. Why not? Skyjack saying, I thoroughly enjoyed you joining. Ah, bless. So, the Faces Boy then, making his way round for his first flying lap. Champion of the GT2 series, ladies and gents. Looking absolutely stunning in a beautiful and striking Honda. I can't tell the livery if it is an ode to something. He's moving too quick, ladies and gents, to be able to read those sponsors. But it's looking dead sexy. So the Faces Boy at the moment sticking to the track and within the limits, absolutely throwing the Honda around here, there and every blooming where. Super stuff from the Faceless Boy at the moment, the Polish driver slinging Honda, ladies and gents. He's coming through. Don't ask me. I'm not going to say. I know the corners, but I'm not. It's not down to me to teach you corner names. So he's flying around. This is quite a fast bit. This is like the straightest straight, I suppose. Well, except for Kemmel Straight, maybe. But this is like flat out all the way around. The downforce will easily look after these. And in this final corner, yeah, flat out through there. Heavy braking for the bus stop. Corner formerly known as the bus stop. It's just a chicane now. It used to be a magnificent corner, ladies and gentlemen. And a little wide there from Faces Boy. Will he pick a penalty up for that? So he sets a time, but a Thunder automatically beats it because he didn't go wide at the corner. Cull has gone into the pits for some reason. We still haven't seen what car Cull's in, I must say. Garuda then going... Oh, is there driplets? Oh, Faceless Boy facing the wrong way. That's not what he wants. Autosport is fourth fastest at the... No, second fastest. He hadn't quite cut the line, ladies and gentlemen. So Autosport in the Lexus, the Maxi Pad, is doing super. In second place, only a tenth behind the Garuda. The Faceless Boy then in fourth, and we know he had a spin on his laps, and most people should beat him who cross the line. Deviant only just starting his lap, it seems. Cull's out. He has gone DTM, ladies and gentlemen. Whoop, whoop. And he's gone gold because he's a... No, he hasn't. Yes, he has. That's an Audi, isn't it? My words. Ladies, how the turntables. That's nice. It's nice, man. Mwah, chef's kiss. Chef's kiss on your work, Mr. Cull. Poor Cull's been racing all day. He's got race fatigue, ladies and gentlemen. Now he's got to sling an Audi around. He's got to show these Muppets how to drive it. That was his exact words. That's a quote. If you're not quoting me, you're quoting him. He said, Thingy, I've got to take the Audi out, show these Muppets that it can be a Nissan. And the fastest Nissan out there, ladies and gentlemen, is the Bob. So that is the acid test. Can the Cull get that Audi ahead? Oh, he's lovely. He's got a little pinky coloured. I like it. Super stuff. This is just qualifying, ladies and gentlemen. Let's not get too excited. The race has not started yet. Thunder absolutely slaps as he crosses the line, ladies and gentlemen. Half a second faster than the rest of the fields. Faceless Boy into the pits. Garuda goes faster, cuts that half a second down to 2/10, but still not enough to cut the mustard at the top. Autosport coming around through the into the pits. Cull is going to cross the line, ladies and gentlemen, in the Audi. Oh, that must have been an outlap. Or he got a penalty somewhere. We'll watch it. That's what we'll do. We will watch it. Bob's gone fastest of all, ladies and gentlemen. A 2:01.5, and the clouds are looking even greyer. They've got to get these laps in while they can, because the heavens may open at any second. So the Cull... Oh, look. There's someone. Vodka Rob in the chat saying, well, good evening. Well, hello, Vodka Rob. What's for dinner? I've got nachos with grated cheese that I'm going to put my nachos in a bowl, cover them with grated cheese, put them in the microwave, and I'm going to radiate them for at least a minute and a half until that cheese is like a weird cream, like, you know, gooey, stretchy stuff, like the blob. And then I'm going to eat them all up after the stream. That's my plan, ladies and gentlemen. At the moment, watching Cull, I'm so thinking about my nachos, my nachips, El Pesto, whatever they're called. So, and Vodka Rob saying apologies for missing last night. No, I was racing, Vodka. I wasn't. It wasn't a stream. You didn't miss nothing. Veravika saying good evening. Well, hello, thank you. And Vodka Rob saying, I'm thinking Chinese. Oh yeah, man. Good call. Good call. You got to get the mini spring rolls with them as well, ain't you? It's a bit much. So we're still watching the Cull because he didn't complete that lap last time around. So, oh right, I see. Yeah, no, Saturday I'll be streaming the Radicals, and yeah, I'll be making a special appearance, ladies and gents. Right then, here we go. We've had to watch him for 2 laps because he messed up the first one. And hey, Cull, no. The answer is no. The Audi drivers were correct. Bob still on top, ladies and gentlemen, in his Nissan. Cull is second fastest, with Deviant in third. Thunder. It's a Nissan party up at the front. Cull is ruining it with that German beast. Garuda in fifth, with Autosport in sixth in the Maxi Pad, and seventh goes to the Reckless, and the Faceless Boy at the moment unable to get himself off of the back row. in the chat then. Vodka Rob saying, I found a takeaway that does stuff that's like good old school dinners, and now it's been closed for the past few days. What the hell, man? That's not on. That is not good. So the Faceless Boy then, he's running out of time, surely. We're at 10... I don't know if they get longer for longer tracks. It's usually 10 minutes for qualifying, but they may get a bit of an extension for the longer tracks, because you can't get many laps in. So the Faceless Boy then heading on around. And he's looking good. I haven't seen these sectors though, so it's hard to say if he's doing good or not. Just looks solid, doesn't it? It looks okay. Oh yeah, 1.5 seconds up. That'll definitely get him ahead of the Reckless. Will it be enough for Autosport? What's Autosport and Reckless alike betwixt each other? Not quite enough to get ahead of Autosport. He's got to pull out a little bit more time in these last sectors. And as it's pretty much a straight line and a chicane, it's going to be quite difficult. He's got to nail this chicane, ladies and gentlemen. Get it turned. Cull's gone faster, but still has not beaten the Bob. And there you go. Faceless Boy up to 5th. He beat Autosport and Garuda. Both Hondas. Beautiful. Bob has done all his runs, I believe. And he is on pole position. Cull seems to have done all his runs and is in second to 10th, ladies and gents. Well, 2 tenths, let's say. Deviant crosses the line. He does not go faster and starts 3 tenths behind Cull, his former teammate. Thunder is 4th. It's all right. It's all right. We get them. We get the results here, ladies and gents. So Bob at the top, ladies and gents, with the Cull in second. Deviant starting in 3rd, and Thunder up and in 4th. We have the first Lexus in 5th of Autosport. Faceless Boy starts 6th in the Honda ahead of Garuda, who also is in a Honda, and Reckless starts in 8th in his Nissan. 3 minutes then, ladies and gentlemen, to prepare ourselves to get... Oh, Tommy Roo's in the room as well. I thought Tommy Roo hadn't made it, but he hasn't logged in yet. Press the OK button, Tommy Roo. Get yourself in. So they all really want the rain. I don't understand why. I hate driving in the rain. It's such an arse. It's not fun. Oh no, Tommy Roo, can he join? Oh, because they've got to cancel. There you go. No, we're returning to practice. There we go. Yes. Yeah, because they've already qualified, I guess. Oh, I tell you what else I've picked up at Sainsbury's. Look at me. I'm not getting paid for any of this. Sainsbury's aren't giving me any money. I don't know what's going on here. But I picked up a fridge, the milkshakes, and it's cookie dough. And I tell you what, I'm going to have a sip of this, and you might hear some sort of... I am coming live from... Whose house is this again? I forgot. Sean John Combs, yeah. I am. So you might hear some sort of erotic sounds after I sip this. Oh, man. That's something, that. Oh, that's a treat for your taste buds, ladies and gentlemen. Wowzers. Oh, hot dog. That's good shit in Izzle. Whew. Oh, man, I can still taste it. It's still like I'm swallowing it. And Vodka Rob saying, I've been craving cheese pie, chips and beans. Oh, that sounds nice. And Vodka Rob also saying there was some drag racing from Santa Pod on YouTube earlier. And Vodka Rob saying, I used to go there to jam back in the early 90s. Awesome. I'll have to look it up, see if it's still knocking around. So Adnap wanting them to tick in so he can get on with making the grid. Oh, look, he said please afterwards. See, you know, Adnap. You are the lobby host. Be militant. Be militant. Don't use manners. Then you make it optional for these guys. So let's go to track anyway. Who wants to look at all that? So Deviant off the back of not a great qualifying session. I mean, I don't think he'll be starting last, ladies and gents, because Tommy Rue has now entered the chat, but not a great qualifying session. We've seen Deviant up there. Oh no, did he not? He did get up there, didn't he? I can't remember now. We'll have to wait until they start. For some reason I thought you were last. Oh no, was that Reckless? Oh, it was Reckless, I think. Yeah, it's Reckless in his Nissan. Wasn't Deviant. Sorry, Deviant, you had an alright. Yeah, you're fourth, I think. Behind the call, third. God, I'm terrible. I'm terrible at this. I can't remember now. I knew it was a Nissan, and I thought he was the only other Nissan driver, but Reckless is in it as well. Wowzers, didn't he just spin that up nicely? It's been a long day. There might be mistakes, as you already could tell. So here we go then. Let's have a quick look, see who's starting on what. Mediums for Bob. Mediums. Soft for the Faceless Boy, softs for Garuda, mediums, and mediums throughout, apart from the two Hondas, ladies and gentlemen. They fancy their chances. Looking at the Bob, he's had a roll. Bob, he does it all the time, and this is just handing it to Cole, and everyone on that side is going to have a bit of a moment. Oh, Garuda went straight into him, ladies and gentlemen. And Garuda picking up the damage. It's not the start he wanted. Deviant has made an amazing move there on the Cull, and he's taken the lead. Cull down into second place. Thunder in third. Bob's got going now, but he's got damage at the back from Garuda, giving him a good hard whopping. And Faceless Boy is looking for the position. He's on them softer tyres. He's coming through, and then we've got Reckless, Autosport, all three in a row, ladies and gentlemen. I have just had a cargasm in my pants. Unbelievable stuff. Bob's picked up a penalty with Faceless Boy trying to fight for every inch. He's giving it his all on those soft tyres. Did he just not bob into the shadow realm? No. Oh, Thunder ended up out there as well. I am not sure what has happened, dude. I think... Oh, my word. So Bob and Thunder down at the back of the row. Cole's taken the lead. It looks like, we're all going for it. We're all full pelt. Deviant in second. Faceless Boy in third. Autosport now in fourth with Tommy Roo fourth. Garuda is sixth. Reckless Boy is in seventh. Oh, Reckless fighting it down here with Bob and Thunder there trying to hold his own. And there we have Garuda still with that damage. Yes, we have full damage, ladies and gentlemen. I forgot about that. I forgot we have full damage to Garuda. That shunt he had with with Bob at the very beginning, he's going to have to carry that around until his pit stop, if he chooses to do so. Tommy Roo up into fifth already, starting from the back. Autosport is in fourth place with Faceless Boy in third. Deviant in second, chasing around the Champione. The Cull in the golden DTM. And for the first time this season, ladies and gentlemen, it looks like we're going to have a DTM win this race, the Audi DTM. Sorry, guys. I'm only jesting. Golden Rider in the chat with a checkered flag. Well, hello, sir. And Vodka Rob saying, I used to have a 1956 Beetle that was all kitted out for the drag strip. Sadly, never got to race it though. Oh, maybe that should be your aim. Now, Cole's picked up a penalty. Deviant's going for the move up the inside, and now we do not have an Audi leading this race, ladies and gentlemen. It's back to the norm. The Nissan absolutely pulverizes all that comes upon it. The Faceless Boy there on them soft tyres, keeping in the shout, keeping up with the Joneses, ladies and gentlemen. He is there staring at the rear derriere of the Audi DTM of Cull. Autosport in fourth at the moment, the medium tyres. He's in the maxi-pad Lexus with Rooster chasing him down, and Garuda, even with that damage, has got himself ahead of Thunder. Well, Thunder, Reckless and Bob all having issues. Looks like Bob did fix his damage. He said, sod that, I'm not driving around with a broken rear end. Reckless then is in 8th place, and Thunder, I wonder where Bob goes at the beginning of races. It's not the first time we've seen him going slow off the line. So Thunder, oh no, he jumped it this time, didn't he? He didn't disappear. Obviously, we've seen him before, just sat there. He always has some sort of starting issue. Does our man Bob? And Deviant then up to 1.4 seconds ahead of the Audi. With Faceless Boy still in fourth. He's been taken. He's been overtaken, ladies and gentlemen, by Autosport, who has a penalty. And the Roo going for a move on Lesaur, but the Faceless Boy holding on strong, and Garuda back into it again. Garuda up for racing, even with the damage. He is on the softer tyre. Look at the sparks, they look absolutely delicious. There's another cargasm going on. So Garuda in sixth spot, a second behind the Tommy Roo, but he is carrying some damage. And Thunder coming up close. What do you think you are doing? Just because we birthed you does not mean you can have everything. Not that much. It's too good to share. I've just been robbed, ladies and gentlemen. Deviant in first with the Cull in second, only 1.4 seconds betwixt them. Autosport still leading the other guys, but he's carrying a penalty. It's a weight around his neck, ladies and gentlemen. But it's doing really well, isn't it? The Lexus on the medium tyres. And Faceless Boy then on those soft tyres, holding his own betwixt the two Lexis. Garuda in the money, ladies and gentlemen. He's there, racing hard, but they're on the soft tyres. The two Hondas may have to pit a lot earlier. They're banking on rain, maybe. Early start on the softs, then go to the wet weather tyre, but so far, dry as your bone. Bob has pitted. I don't think he changed tyres, just fixed his damage, and now he is absolutely slinging Nissan. He wants to make a point today after such a terrible start for himself. We'll have a look at Bob. I don't know, I think I pressed the button, but I don't know if I'll still have a replay. Let's have a look. So here we go. Oh, it's not a great shot. So Bob's is fine, nothing's happened here. Oh no, Bob just went off by himself. It was whatever happened ahead, so no, Bob's got no one to blame there. He just, unless he was trying to avoid someone, he just sort of slung it off. There you go, I should have watched someone else. So Bob then, trying to get something out of this. It is a 90-minute race, there could be some more action involved. Deviant with the fastest lap, 2:02. Ahead of the Cull now by 2 seconds, and the Cull is really getting the taste that poor MJ, Chunky and Adnap have had to deal with this season. That bitter taste of a Duff car that looks dead sexy, sounds amazing, but drives like a tank. Although I think tanks have got more manoeuvrability. But he's keeping Deviant in sight. Deviant not running away with this. Faceless Boy there in third, a podium maybe, but the Rooster has a lot to say about that, and everyone's queued up behind. Oh, Autosport paying that penalty. That's what's put Faceless Boy up into third place, with Autosport having that half a second penalty, and it slipped him back deep down into Mordor, ladies and gentlemen. And now he has his rival, his nemesis. These guys always seem to find each other on the track. They always seem to be fighting each other for championship position, and now on track. Although Thunder there is watching Autosport try and nibble at the back of a damaged Garuda. Wow, Thunder very close to the maxi pad Lexus there. Great stuff. So they're all heading down to Lesaur, and wow, Tommy Roo has overtaken Faceless Boy. I'm watching the wrong people here. So Tommy Roo absolutely flew it, and now it's the two Hondas on track. on the soft tyre, maybe. No, the soft tyre seems to be holding in nicely. Garuda still has that front damage, but it doesn't seem to be holding him up too much. Faceless Boy dropping a lot of time that last lap, and now they all want to get by. Autosport having a sniff at Garuda. Garuda has ailments, and Autosport then goes up alongside Even Stevens, but no, Garuda still claims the corner ahead of Autosport, and now Autosport weak. He's in a weakened state from Thunder. Thunder can now mount an attack after Autosport's failed overtake attempt on Garuda, and it's left him now in the clutches of Thunder. But Autosport, wily racer, wily, oh, he's gone out wide there, and Thunder, he's come right in front of Thunder, but Thunder is got the momentum into the corner around the outside, and Autosport, he did pick up a penalty for that. My word. So Thunder doing all he can. He doesn't want to, he can see the two Hondas disappearing ahead whilst he tangles himself up with this Lexus that is prone to the odd penalty here and there. I don't know what Autosport did to upset the race control, but they are not pleased. They keep slapping in with big old penalties. And Reckless, oh, Bob and Reckless. There's Reckless then in 8th spot. 6 seconds behind Autosport on those medium tyres, and he is being caught by the Bob, who's got the fastest lap of the race so far. Deviant leads. He's holding that 2-second lead to the Cull. The Cull just keeping him in sight. Then further back we've got Tommy Rue in 3rd, Faceless Boy on the soft tyres in 4th spot, with Garuda is in 5th with the damage, ladies and gentlemen. Thunder in 8th spot. Ahead of Autosport now after Autosport paying the penalty, and Reckless only 5 seconds now. Reckless starting to close in on this battle here between the Nissan and the Lexus, and now it's Autosport's turn to go on the attack. The Lexus is solid down the straights. He could have Thunder here. Thunder wanting to break the toe, heading up towards the chicane again. It's a track of chicanes, and Autosport getting very close there to Thunder, but Thunder managing to maintain his lead on Autosport. Garuda at the moment 1.5 seconds behind the other Honda off the road, and they are struggling. It's not even wet. These guys wanted it to rain, and they can't even stay on the track when it's dry, for Pete's sake. Thunder in 6th, Autosport in 7th, Reckless in 8th, with the Bob in 9th. So Deviant leads at the moment. The clouds are dark and grey. It is a worry. The skies could open up at any moment in this 90-minute race. And we've only done 12 minutes so far. We've still got a hell of a lot of racing to do, ladies and gentlemen. So bed yourselves in, get yourselves comfortable, get the snacks that you like to snack on. Get a Chinese like Vodka Rob. Man alive, that stuff that's got to be more addictive than bloody heroin. Cookie dough flavoured milkshake. It's going to ruin me. Vodka Rob in the chat saying, actually, I might go for a pizza instead. Oh, Domino's or Hut. Is it the Domino's or the Hut, my friend? Garuda in to fix that damage. He's got he's got healthily through his tyres, but not majorly. Oh, there's somebody at the door. That's disappointing. Deviant leads. Cull in 2nd, the Rue in 3rd. So Garuda out behind the Bob, and I tell thee what, it isn't that far. I thought Bob, with the fixed car, he has got the medium tyres on, in all fairness, but I thought he would have built up a healthier lead than that. So Garuda is still in this race. He may have pitted a little early. I mean, he has pitted early. I don't know how long the medium tyres are going to last him. He's not fueled up, and he's only 1.6 seconds behind the Bob. These two might be in with a shout when people start pitting. Deviant at the moment, no sign of a pit stop there. He's maintaining that 2 seconds. The Cull is not letting him pull away in any such way whatsoever. They built up a 7.5 second lead down to third, and Tommy Roo is pretty much having an isolated race. The Faceless Boy 1.7 seconds ahead of Thunder in the Nissan. The Thunder a 2:03.8 last time around. Faceless Boy a 2:05.5. The tyres are starting to hurt him. Maybe he should take a leaf out of the other Honda team's book. Autosport doesn't look like he's picked up a penalty for a few corners here, so he's on the up, ladies and gents. Reckless in 7th at the moment. He's doing a fine job. He's not lost any more time from the Sport or Thunder. Bob closing in with the pace he is showing, and Garuda just getting back up to speed. The tyres are cold. There we go, Faceless Boy in. He has decided these tyres are done. And Reckless then moves up and into 6th place. Bob is coming around that corner. So Bob is going to be ahead of Faceless Boy. It's down to Garuda, isn't it? And Garuda then moves on up ahead of Oh, for God's sake, stop pressing the wrong button, Faceless Boy. In the chats, Chunky saying, Chunky in the house, how is the pig doing? It's not beating a Nissan, you'll be happy to know. He can't beat a Nissan. Oh, Faceless Boy's picked up a penalty in the pit lane. Oh, for heaven's Pete's sake. But Rob saying, of the two, it would be the Hut every time. But there's a local one called Caprino's. That's won awards. Yeah, the Mafia always get awards. They intimidate people. Don't believe it. They got buy one, get one free as well. Oh, I'll have it. And evening Chunky, says Vodka Rob. So, the Faceless Boy picking up a penalty now as Deviant 1.5 seconds from the Cull. The Cull managing to pull a bit of time back on Deviant. Tommy Roo in 3rd place in the lone Lexus there, with Thunder ahead of the other Lexus. But that Autosport's picked up another penalty, ladies and gents, surprisingly. Where does he keep getting them from? He wants to share them out. No one else seems to be getting them. Autosport's getting one every lap. He's averaging one a lap at the moment. And Chunky saying evening, Robert Vodka. So the Sport then chasing down Thunder, but with the penalties he's really struggling to close in. The Cull 1.6 seconds, a 2:02.4 from the Cull last time around. Deviant a 2:02.8, so he's dropping time on the Audi driver. Tommy Roo in 3rd place with the Thunder in 4th. The clouds look like they're dissipating. Looks like it's getting sunnier, ladies and gentlemen, and their dreams will not be wished today. Granted, sorry. Their dreams will not be granted today with rain. It looks like it's going to be a nice dry one, as it should be. Bob's up to 7th already with his early disasters, but ooh, can his connection make it to the end of 90 minutes? And he was lagging a bit there, ladies and gents, so let's keep our fingers crossed for him. Garuda had that damage where he collided with Bob because Bob jump started. Why don't they ghost people? They hold them on the grid but then don't ghost them. It's the most bizarrest thing I've seen. Great programming there, PD. I've got to stop drinking this because I can't keep going, oh, it's so nice. Man alive, that's something. Wow. Look, they don't have to pay me to advertise that. Cookie dough flavoured milkshake. Get yourselves some. Today. Do not delay. Get yourself off to the shop. Deviant leads then, ladies and gentlemen. 1.8. It's seesawing. It's moving between 1.5 seconds and 2 seconds. Is Cull playing with the Deviant, or is Cull pushing like bejeebers to get the best out of that Audi as he can? It looks like this is the closest he's looked so far in the race, but no, it's just the way the corner works. Tommy Roo 8 seconds adrift of those guys, 7 seconds ahead of Thunder. He's doing 2:02.8 last time around. This time a 202.6, a little faster. The Thunder a 203.6. And this time around a 202.9, so just not quite got the edge on the Rooster. And now Autosports going in. He's picked up damage, ladies and gentlemen. Reckless will be so pleased. And that's Reckless up to 5th. Reckless, I think, started, well, except for the Roo, started at the back of the grid. And Reckless there, just keeping it clean, keeping his head down, cracking on, has found himself up to 5th place so far. Although he is being chased by the Bob. And Bob is on a mission at the moment, ladies and gentlemen, to overtake as many Pro Sim racers as he can today. Garuda in 7th ahead of Faceless Boy, who picked up a penalty, and Autosport only just coming out the pits behind Faceless Boy. Be careful of the pit lane. And there is Autosport in the maxi pad, the Laxi pad. And the Faceless Boy then, that's a position that should put him, I mean, he's going to be ahead of Thunder as well when Thunder makes his pit stop. Thunder at the moment though, he's getting on with getting on. He's in the O2s now, and he is looking for lap times. He's trying to get a jump on Autosport. Autosport went on to the mediums, another set of mediums. They have to use 2 compounds, remember. And so far, I think the only 2 different compounds we've seen is Faceless Boy, because he's gone on to the mediums now. Oh no, the Faceless Boy having a smash. Oh no, and you just got to be pleased that I didn't catch it. We didn't get to see it, and we can save his embarrassment. Oh dear, seems we have got a replay of it, Faceless Boy. We might as well have a look at it while we're here, haven't we? You never know. Ooh, he saved it. He saved it. Oh, he saved it, and then it didn't want to go and turn. Poor. It does say drift on the back of your car. You should have drifted. Poor old Faceless Boy. Down into last place as well. Autosport getting by, and he's picked up damage. So now he's got to think about changing his strategy, or is he just going to crack on like that? Deviant at the moment still 2-second lead on the Cull, and I don't know, I honestly don't know if the Cull's just playing with Deviant or if he really is. That's his pace, slower than a Nissan, like everyone else in an Audi. So the Roo in, he's not getting any closer to the Cull, and he's pulling away from Thunder. So comfortable 3rd position for Tommy Roo at the moment. Thunder in 4th, the Bob up to 5th after such a tragic start with damage, pitting at the end of the first lap to fix it, and then just driving around on his own, cracking on, and he's jumping people in their pits. He's overtaken Reckless because he was heading up towards Reckless, but Reckless with a 206.3 last time around. Bob in the O2s, it's you do the math, it wasn't going to take long. Garuda then, come on, and it looks like Reckless has picked up a penalty as well, as he's got Garuda slamming Honda just not that far behind him, only 5 seconds. And with that half a second penalty, that's going to be down to 4 seconds. Garuda doing 203s, Reckless with that 206, and again, it's not going to take long for Garuda to close in on the Reckless. Autosport, 16 seconds he lost with fixing that damage in the pits. And I think he was behind Garuda on track. His race is with Thunder, but yeah, he may have lost a bit too much time. He needs Thunder to break something on his car, really, to be back in with a shout of this race. But Thunder, he wanted Bob not to be here, didn't he? He needed Bob not to be here. Oh, but Bob's behind him, but is it enough? This is quite a tight relegation battle for Thunder. He needed Bob to be maybe a position or 2 behind him. I know they're only points apart in the table, and it's right on the edge of despair. But Thunder at the moment ahead of the Bob by 12 seconds. Is that enough? Bob does have the fastest lap, so it probably isn't. That's probably not enough points for Thunder at the moment. Oh yeah, Chunky might get relegated. Yeah, you might actually. They might both jump you. I forgot you were quite close to them. Hey, green's a better colour anyway. The GT2 stickers look nice. It'll suit your it'll suit your livery colours, blue and green. So it'll work for you. That pink was distracting, or whatever it is, purple in it. GT2. I think I called it pink before, and people were like, "Oh, it's purple." Like the sector times when you go the fastest. I thought, "Oh yeah, that makes sense. I see that." That's why you did it, Chunky, innit? You sabotaged your own season so you could have the green sticker. I'll go for GT2 title and then overall in one season. That would be cool, wouldn't it? Oh, wouldn't that be awesome? Yeah! Chunks, I'm on there. I'm on board for that. Wouldn't that be awesome? You win both titles. The actual championship and the GT2 championship. I'm on board for that one, Chunks. Where is MJ? MJ was here at the moment. He's not saying you're not gonna. He's not making that claim. So Deviant then 3.5 seconds. I reckon he's fallen asleep on the train. He's probably gone past his station. Deviant leads. He's pulling away. The Cull starting to struggle. He's finding the Audi more of a handful as the tyres wear. I think that was one of the other things said about the difference between the Nissan and the Nissan. Dealing with tyre wear better, or oh no, has Autosport gone? Autosport, what's the matter with you? I know you oh yeah, but it's the experience, my friend. It wasn't about the championship. I said this was all about the big fun. Oh, poor Autosport, in despair. The Lexus has given up on him, and he's looking forwards to the D500 and the Formula X. He'll join us in chat at the minute, and then we'll grill him as he makes his way out the car to his YouTube. He might not. He might be in that much despair, ladies and gentlemen. He doesn't even want to watch the race, the rest of the race. He's leaving the racetrack. He's going home. So Tommy Roo at the moment is safe stuff for Tommy Roo. There's not much to say there. Thunder's race has now got a lot easier with Autosports leaving. Bob in 5th, absolutely flinging Nissan, yet to pit. Reckless is just being overtaken by Garuda. Garuda up the inside. Fresher tyres. Garuda pitting from the softs to the mediums. He's also used both compounds. So Garuda then up and into 6th. Reckless in 7th. Faceless Boy nearly a minute behind these guys, but he's cracking on anyway. He knows these things happen in endurance racing, and it's just about seeing that checkered flag. He's 26 minutes in with an hour and 3 minutes to go. Still things can happen, you know. Deviant leading. Cull 2.8 seconds behind. The Roo in 3rd. Thunder ahead of the Bob, and Garuda now leaving Reckless behind. Is this the time for a pit stop for Reckless? No. He's cracking on. He's still going on, even though those tyres do look like they've taken a absolute pounding. Oh, dearie me. Sorry, I'm sitting down. Start hearing the creaking camping seat that I used to race in. That's my rig, ladies and gentlemen, a camping seat. It's versatile though. You can fold it up. You can take it fishing with you. It's good. Cully's so good on fuel, he will get the jump in the pits. This is Chunky. Chunky's call. Oh, Reckless picking up a penalty as he's in that fight with Garuda. And Garuda trying to make up ground, remember, after damaging his car. He's aiming for Thunder. He's hoping to get ahead of Thunder when Thunder makes his pit stop. Deviant, yes. Oh, yeah, he has done well with fuel, hasn't he? Chunky, correct there. He's saved quite a bit of fuel on Deviant. Deviant burning through it like it don't cost anything. The Roo in 3rd, and no one's racing the Roo. He's probably thinking, come on. Oh, and Reckless has gone as well. Oh my God, we're down to 7th. This really is a race of attrition. They cannot take it, ladies and gentlemen. Can he take it, Captain? Golden Rider in the chat saying, I want to join this league so bad, but I have to get ready for another league coming in the beginning of June. But this is the last round anyway. They're doing the Red Bull Juniors next. You'll have to see. You'll have to have a feel, see what the new league's like. If it's not up to scratch, then jump over here, get into this racing. Down to 7th, 7 drivers at the moment, and I wonder if this shakes up the leaderboard. I don't think it does. I don't think Reckless was. I don't know. I think Reckless, he's Group 2 driver, and I don't think he was really. I think he didn't. I don't think he was in the shout for anything. Thunder in 4th, Bob in 5th, with Garuda in 6th at the moment, and Faceless Boy in 7th, and he's picked up damage as well, ladies and gentlemen. It's going from worser to worser. These guys cannot wait to get rid of these GT2 cars and get themselves in those nice little Red Bulls, little compact Red Bull, not too fast, lots. And Chunky's there saying, join us, Golden. Yes, Chunky, go on. See, I'm impartial. I do so many other leagues. I don't like to say, oh, do this one. I don't want people coming back saying, you're biased. So it's down to the person. If you like what you see, give it a go. That's what I say. Chunky Ribena, I want to, but don't know if my schedule will allow it. Oh, screw that, Golden Rider. You just do it and then work your schedule around it somehow, some way. Deviant then leading, but his fuel is flashing. He is upon a pit stop time. The weather is still looking grey and dull, but alas, still no rain here. And he's carrying on around. He's not making his pit stop yet, so he's dragging that car all the way. He's lost a bit of time to the Cull. The Cull's starting to get a second wind here, ladies and gentlemen, and closing in on Deviant. Deviant has got to be very careful. He's got very worn tyres, very light tank of fuel. That car is a weapon at the moment. It's a homemade bomb. It's an IED. It is going to go off in his face if he is not careful. The Cull hunting him down, wanting the action, using the DRS down the straight, closing in ever on the Nissan. Tommy Roo, unable to close in on them. His tyres are looking woeful as well. He's getting closer to the pit stop, an inevitable pit stop. The Thunder is also low on fuel. Bob, he's got fuel left. He must have topped up a little bit when he pitted to fix that damage. Garuda, already a pit stop in this race, 15 seconds adrift, and he is hoping to jump Thunder in the pit stops. He's hoping Thunder's going to come out behind him, but already he's only down to a quarter of a tank of fuel. So will it help him? The Thunder there fighting with his car. Deviant at the moment still staying ahead of the Cull. That Nissan must feel like an absolute animal. It must be like a savage beast. He's trying to hold back the monster that just wants to run away towards the barriers. So Deviant on vapors as well, hoping to see Cull come in at the same time as him, but Cull, with a cool quarter of a tank of fuel, is laughing all the way to the bank, because there goes Deviant. Cull's just going to carry on around, and Cull can just go all day. Unbelievable. Tommy Roo, he'll be visiting his pit crew. No, he will not. He says, no, not this lap, maybe next. Thunder is looking quite tight on fuel, so I would assume he's going to come in, yes, and replenish. Now, this is where Garuda fancies his chances, but Garuda already healthily away through his fuel tank, so it will be short-lived. And Chunky Ribena said the Audi can go another 8 mins on that. Oh, there you go. Wowzers. Is that a one-stop? 8 mins, 40... It's close. If he could try and fuel save, he could one-stop this. So there we go. Garuda hasn't so far gone ahead of. There we have it. He's ahead of the Thunder now, but he's picked up a half-a-second penalty doing it. And Thunder now filling up another set of medium tyres for him. And he is going to be chasing down the Garuda, who's picked up a half-a-second penalty. Cull leads then, ladies and gentlemen. And Audi is out in front. The Roo in second, 10 seconds adrift of our leader and 15 seconds ahead of the Bob, who's going to have to pit in the next lap or two. Deviant, who led this race for the main part of the beginning, well, for the first 15, 16 laps, has recently made his pit stop down in fourth behind the Bob. But the Bob's going to pit soon himself, and the Roo is definitely going to have to pit. He is so empty on fuel. So empty. And Chunky saying 2 stops. B has to use both compounds. Yeah, I don't suppose he could get the softs to do half a race. So, yeah, he'll do a quick one at the end. So the Roo goes in. And the Bob, he could go another lap, could the Bob, I think. Deviant, is he going to be able to get himself ahead of the Cull? Because the Cull now is absolutely slinging Audi. Although he only did a 204 last time around, the tyres aren't helping him. You can save all the fuel you like, but if your tyres are dead and you're not doing the lap times, Bob is going round again. Unbelievable stuff from Bob. He just keeps on going. Deviant up to third now. Tommy Roo in the pits. And Garuda, is he gunning for the Roo? I don't know. The Roo, he had 37 seconds on him. But the Roo is still being serviced as Garuda comes up the start straight. The Roo has been released. He's coming out onto the track. And he is ahead of Garuda. Garuda just coming out of Le Saux. And Tommy Roo heads on up towards Eau Rouge and says, "Ta-ra, TTFN." And in the chat, Lord Autozam, Tommy here. I've burst a blood vessel in my right eye or something. No way, you're on the track, aren't you? You're what? So Tommy he's got eyesight problems. Maybe you should get yourself to hospital instead of going around Spa. So Tommy driving around with a burst blood vessel in his eyeball. Sounds painful. He wants to try some cookie dough milkshake. That might help. I'll have a sip for you, Roo. My word. God damn, I won't bring cookie dough milkshake to another stream, I promise. That's too good. Oh yeah. So Garuda only 5 seconds from the Roo after he come out in the pits, but Garuda is going to be making a pit stop himself pretty soon. Only 1.8 seconds ahead of the Thunder after Thunder's pits. So Garuda is in the midst of it, but he's going to be pitting again. And these guys will be a pit stop ahead of him at the beginning of their pits. Bob's in. Bob's in. The Cull has carried on. Deviant moves up and into second place. Has he done enough, ladies and gents, to stay ahead of the Cull, or is Cull's longest stint getting him the lead of this race? It is intense. It's like camping, all intense. Tommy Roo in third place now goes ahead of the Bob, as does Garuda and possibly Thunder. Bob's got it all to do again, ladies and gents. Don't forget though, Garuda will be visiting the pits pretty soon, and Thunder really does have the pace on our boy Garuda at the moment, closing in. So Thunder up the straight. Oh, he got past him. I was so busy trying to turn my iPad up to make sure the volume sounds all right. That I missed him overtaking. Jesus. Well, it was always inevitable, though, ladies and gentlemen, with the tyre situation. Garuda low on the tyres at the moment. So yeah, Thunder getting an advantage after his pit stop. Up the straight and past Garuda. Then Bob in 6th. Only 9 seconds behind Garuda, who is yet to pit. Well, he's already pitted and used 2 compounds, but he's going to be pitting again soon. The Faceless Boy, we saw that damage earlier. I don't think he's been in to fix it. He's just thought, sod it, I'm going to drive with it. Hopefully it makes his car feel a bit better. Cole still leads. He's still out from the beginning. He's been driving for 40 minutes on those tyres and fuel tank, ladies and gentlemen. I'm pretty sure everyone else in the race has made a pit stop. So the Cull, the last to come in, Deviant, who led the race for the first 14-15 laps, looking to retake the lead from Cull after his pit stop. And it is really impressive. Chunky predicted he could carry on for some time with that fuel tank, and he has, and it's impressive. Colour me impressed, sir. Tommy Roo, after his pit stop, back into 3rd now, ahead of Thunder, but only by 6 seconds, and Thunder producing some very competitive laps, a 2:02.7. So Tommy Roo, a 2:02.6. I mean, he's got nothing to worry about, has he? Garuda, 3 seconds adrift, but they're now making the discussions on the radio about when this pit stop should happen. Bob, 6.6 seconds behind himself. Garuda, I mean. And the Faceless Boy, with that damage, just cracking on with it. So Cole, with lots of tyre wear, no fuel, bringing it around now as we come very close to halfway through this race. And if there wasn't the 2 compound rule, one feels that Cole could have made this a 1-stop. Deviant 24.9 seconds behind. I think that's less than a pit stop. So Deviant should retake the lead of this race, but it could be just down to pit stops, and Cole doing that fuel saving as he can. Will be the one that hands him the win. We will see. That's the beauty of these long form races. The drivers can experiment. They can have a play with different strategies to see what works for them. Tommy Roo at the moment in 3rd, 6 seconds ahead of Thunder. Thunder again. Well, no, that's that same first 2:02 lap we saw last time around. Tommy Roo, 6 seconds. The Cull then drops in behind Deviant. Deviant into the lead. How much by, though? This is crazy. And there we see Cull coming out, and he sees his former teammate going through Lesaur and heading on up the road. So Deviant then already a quarter into his fuel tank and showing red on the tyres. The Cull onto a fresh set of softs and half a tank of fuel. He's going out to destroy. He's going to be Cull the Destroyer in the next few laps. Tommy Roo in 3rd, Thunder in 4th, Bob in 5th now as Garuda makes a visit to the pit stop, and the Faceless Boy seeing out the season in the Honda. Deviant leads then, ladies and gents, and Chunky said called it. You know your Audi, sir. And the Cull then onto softs, half a tank, and he is going to be hauling ASS, ladies and gentlemen. Hauling Mega ASS to try and catch up with Deviant. Deviant, he's got to stay par for the course. He's got to stay solid on his strategy. He can't be shaken by the Cull. At the moment, he's in a better position as he was before the pit stops. The fuel, he's just going to ignore that. Although he's got more fuel on than Deviant now. Deviant only half filling the car. Tommy Roo in 3rd. Hasn't used a 2nd compound yet. Has made a pit stop. Gone to mediums, both pits. He's saving them soft tyres till later in the race. With Thunder now. Ooh, cameraman's fallen asleep. Thunder then 6.3. He's seesawing behind our man the Roo at the moment. He's unable to close in, and he wants points on the Bob. Golden Rider saying, what championships are there, like manufacturers, teams, drivers? What, in the world racing community? Well, I know for this it's just drivers. It's a drivers championship. There's no teams. They have had teams. I know Bob, Deviant and Cole to a certain extent. They've all got similar liveries, but they could be on a team together, but it is just a drivers championship. Next season the Formula X is, I think, just a drivers championship, but it's split into two. So say Golden Rider, you joined them, you'd get to do 2 rounds as I can't remember what they call it, but it just means you're not in one of the groups, not in GT1, not in GT2, and you're assessed after 2 rounds. You keep your points and you take it to whatever championship you join, the GT1 1 or GT2 1. But yeah, it's not as complicated as it sounds when I'm trying to explain it. It's just I don't explain things very well. Sixth then for Garuda. He's gone on to those medium tyres. He's filled the tank up. He's 35 seconds behind Bob. Bob yet to use the soft tyre. Thunder yet to use the soft tyre. Tommy Roo. It's the first time it's dropped under 6 seconds between the Roo and Thunder. The Cull is closed right in on Deviant at the moment. Oh yeah, the soft tyres, ladies and gents, are working a rate treat for him. For the Cull, he has closed right into Deviant, and Deviant is going to have to defend. Yeah, ranks. That's it. Yeah, they ranks. They rank the drivers. They've got a lot of stat. I think they take all the races, and I think it's Autosport, but I may be putting the Valor in the wrong place there. Cull then takes the fastest lap of the race with a 2:01.4. Tries to go for a move around the outside of Le Saw, but Deviant has held on nicely and given a little bit of room. It wasn't a straightaway, but he did jerk out to give Cull a bit of space there. And Cull now planning to do the move into Eau Rouge. He takes the lead. Oh, they nearly clattered each other. Deviant nearly turned in. I don't think he was expecting the Cull to get through just as quick as that. And the Cull now on those soft tyres is going to be trying to really extend the lead side by side, ladies and gents, as they're coming through the chicane at the end of the straight. But Cull on the soft tyres should have the he should have the upper hand, should I say, the advantage. That's the word I was looking for. I was saying Golden Rider saying, oh, I participated in drivers rankings, should be 2 diff. Should be. So Deviant then in second now, chasing down the Cull, but the Cull on those soft tyres, you would expect, will just disappear down the road. But no, Deviant doing a great job on an old set of mediums, trying to keep in touch with the car ahead, whom is the champion. I didn't even look at the number he's put on his car. Has he put a number 1 on there, or did he say he'd rather not? No, he's got his normal number on there. Was it the Faces boy said, oh, I'll do it then. Can't see no numbers. Oh my gosh, it's just a blur of blue as it goes by. It's so fast. He's still carrying that damage. He's sticking to it, ladies and gents, and I respect that. It's like, no, the mountain, I'm not going to the mountain shall come to me. Cull leads 1.1 seconds from Deviant. Is this where we see the downfall of Deviant's win? Can he stay with the Cull? When he puts the soft tyres on, remember, he's not used them yet. He could be a danger. Tommy Roo in third place, looking pretty safe from the Thunder. The Thunder just can't close in on the Lexus driver, and he is absolutely slinging Nissan at the moment. Bob only 6 seconds behind though, a 2:02.2 last time around, and Thunder with a 2:03.1. So Bob, a danger to Thunder's position as he trundles along. Garuda 41 seconds adrift of them in the Honda, and the Faceless Boy 31 seconds behind Garuda in the Honda with damage. And the Honda not working as well as they would have liked here at Spa. It's not worked really all season, has it? Let's face it. It's not been the best car out there. It kind of follows the Nissan, the Lexus, the Audi, and then Honda. That's how I'd rank these cars in this championship. I may be wrong. So Cole slinging it like a legend. Vodka Pizza is here already. Good on you, man. Good on you. I've just dropped my glasses, sorry. Bon appetit, my friend. Bon appetit. So Deviant then is chasing that win, ladies and gentlemen. Chasing that elusive win. He's had a couple at the beginning of the season, kind of handed to him from Bob and Cole through mistakes made. And Deviant's always been there to pick up the pieces. Tommy Rue in third. Thunder, he would love that podium to end the season on. He'd love get a car between himself and the Bob. And like Chunky said, he thinks like Thunder scoring well here, that could put Chunky down into GT2, which will put us in a strange scenario where we've got a semi-alien driver driving in the GT2 series in a one-make race. So it's like Chunky, he could say, like he said, he could win the whole thing and the GT2 championship. That means he'd have to have 2 trophies. So Thunder at the moment then, racing for survival. Autosport never turned up in the chat. Hello Autosport, come on. Don't pretend you're not out there. You're out there. Say hello. Bob then in 5th, Garuda in 6th at the moment. Things not going well for the Hondas. The Faceless Boy in 7th with that damage. He's carried that damage for a good percentage of this race. He didn't add to it though. Hey. Oh, sorry, the Faceless Boy. What the? Are you listening? That was that. I'm not having commentator's curse blamed for this. That was just an offhand comment. That was not some sort of voodoo that you do. That was weird. Even I have to say that did sort of like hold water then, didn't it, about commentator's curse? But it can't be. I don't have that much power. I don't even have power in my own house, not alone over the internet. That's crazy. Chunky saying commentator's curse right on cue. You're not wrong. It did seem like that. That was crazy. Absolutely mental. The Cool leads. He hasn't crashed his car at all. See? He's fine. Deviant then in 2nd with the Roo in 3rd. Thunder in 4th, and now Faceless Boy going into the pits to fix what ails him. Bob closing in. Bob relentless in his driving. And Bob then 3.7 seconds behind the Thunder. Thunder a 2:03.2 last time round in the Nissan. Bob in his Nissan a 2:02.2. So nearly a second faster. And Faceless Boy crawling out the pits because he doesn't want to get involved in that little action. But at least now Faceless Boy gets to see some traffic, even if it is a lap behind them. And Bob then getting on with the business of trying to attack the Thunder. Thunder fighting for his life in this championship, staying in the GT1 category. I think it means a lot to him. He's kind of said, no biggie, but you know he wants to. You know he wants to stay in. The Cull leads 4.5 seconds at the moment, but the tyres are getting pretty much disposable now. They are being used. Deviant on those mediums, hunting him down. 2:02.6 from Deviant and a 2:01.7. So losing time, but Deviant will have the opportunity to use those soft tyres a little later on. He has to, it's in the rules. Or he could use hards, but who would do that? Only a lunatic. Tommy Roo in third spot, and now he's pulling away from Thunder. He's getting into his rhythm. He's feeling his mojo, and the Thunder can't live with the Lexus. The Lexus pulling away nicely. Bob closing in rapidly. Thunder is in a nightmare scenario. And Garuda then all by himself in this race, 47 seconds behind the Bob, and over a minute ahead of the other Honda. And the other Honda right in the thick of the action, and I'm sure he'd rather not be. He doesn't want to get involved with these two racing each other. Thunder at the moment though doing a super job, a 2:03.9. Bob 2:02.9, another second faster, another second out of his time. Crazy stuff here. Thunder trying to cling on to the best of the rest position. Not quite the podium. Bob trying to turn a race around that went absolutely awry from the very beginning when he jumped the start and then was held in position to allow all the other cars to bash him up the rear derriere. Golden Rider in the chat, if you go hards, you have to be fast and super consistent. Well, yeah, these guys, I think once or twice, because the softs are quite weak. Not weak, they're fast, but they don't last very long. I think they've experimented with going hards, but the hards really are, they're really slow. Or they seem slow for these guys. Meow, meow, meow. It's my cat. Sorry, that was me making that, but I was mimicking my cat. That's what my cat sounds like. It came round to my feet and made that noise, and I mimicked it. So Deviant 5 seconds adrift of the Cull. The Cull slinging Audi on the softs. Tommy Roo 17 seconds a miss of that fight, and Thunder slowly but surely inevitably falling back into the Bob's clutches. In the chat then, Chunky saying some idiot used hards at Lago. Oh, I forgot about that. That wasn't for you, Chunks. I do remember someone putting hards on. I thought, are they crazy? But I didn't know. I couldn't remember who. It wasn't aimed at anyone. The call then, golden Audi for the championship leader. Can he finish the season off with a win? And it's looking very good, but like I said, there's still an unknown factor that Deviant hasn't used his soft tyre yet. Tommy Roo in third place, not being caught by Thunder, but Thunder, he's for show, bro, being caught by the Bob. Let's get on board with the Bob for a little while, shall we? Shall we enjoy Bob's perspective? It would be absolutely fab-dabba-dozy. In the chat then, Golden Rider saying guess hards aren't always the answer. I quite often don't mind the hards, getting a hard on. So Bob then hunting down Thunder, 1.5 seconds. He's closed it right up there, and I don't believe Bob or Thunder have used a second compound yet. We assume softs, but as we've discussed, the hards are an option always. In the chat then, Vodka Up saying, didn't someone forget to buy soft and medium for one race a while? Yes. I don't think they came back though, unfortunately, but yeah, they didn't have any soft or medium tyres, so they just drove around for a whole race on hard tyres. Bless them. Bless them. Can't even remember who it was now. They never came back. Why have I moved? I wasn't meant to move. I don't know. I got itchy, ladies and gents. I thought, oh, we've been sat here too long. Nothing's happening. I've got to... But there isn't a lot of racing out there anyway. This is one of those races where they're all spaced out. But I think they're going to come together in the end when they get all the pit stops out of the way and stuff like that. We're going through a phase in the race now as we're coming up to the last third of the race, the last 30 minutes. The Bob is closing in on Thunder, 0.8 of a second now betwixt the two of them, and Thunder, he's going to have to bite down on something and just take this one, because I don't think he's going to have anything to come back at him with. It's just not going to happen. Bob is on fire in this race today. And Gordon Wright said, what was his result, if you remember? Oh, he came very last. Very last. Maybe a lap or two. Because these guys were all banging around on mediums and softs, and he was just hards all the way. But I don't think he was like doing long runs. He was still pitting and putting another set of hards on. So it was odd. So fifth. I mean, you can be last and you can be very last. He was very last. Oh, it says Golden Rider. Cool. Why am I doing this? We want to stay with Bob, don't we? Because we want to see the overtake. I'm getting itchy, ladies and gentlemen. I think, oh no, this is this has been too long, but we're waiting for this. This is building anticipation, so it feels nice when it happens. So Bob hunting himself a Thunder. Thunder doing an absolutely super job up ahead of the Bob. Ooh, what happened? His gears went all weird. Did he drop a gear or something? Is there not a 7th gear in that Nissan? No? It seemed like he could have really done with one. I like that. See how he changed up the 2nd gear before he applied the accelerator, ladies and gents, just for the traction. And Thunder indicating, letting him through. Thunder, too rich for his blood, doesn't want it. Doesn't want that hassle. So Thunder knew it was inevitable and indicated to what side Bob could take him. And maybe Thunder just wants to get a bit of pace there from the toe. Or he's going to try and go for the attack down this straight. Being clever. Being clever, allowing Bob through at Le Saw so he could come back at him down this straight. Knew he was going to be a sitting duck, but it just not enough there for Thunder. But what a move. If that was his intentions, that would have been an absolute banger. Garuda in 6th place. Unfortunately going nowhere fast in the Honda. And another one, I imagine, looking forward to the end of the season. In all fairness, they tested everything. These cars were meant to be really close together. This is why they chose these cars. They really did put the effort in. And then I think, like, was it right at the very beginning? I think it was like the Thursday before the start of the season. An update dropped and changed the Bob. It happens, you know. It just happens. It's such a shame. Such a shame for the guys. They put all that effort in to try and come up with a good series that's close and tight and a varied of cars. And the Cull is into the pits then, so Deviant will retake the lead of the race, ladies and gentlemen. And I imagine Cull now will be filling up, not even filling up. He got his first tank to go about 50 minutes into this race or something like that. So not 50, yeah, 50, no. 40 minutes into this race, so he won't be needing to fill up. He's not going to be brave enough to try and do the last 27 minutes on soft tyres. I imagine he'll go for medium tyres. So Tommy Rue into 2nd now, and the Bob up to 3rd. None of these guys, oh no, Bob not quite at 3rd. The Cull coming out, and he's ahead of the Bob. I don't think there's anything Bob can do there. And 3/4 of a tank of fuel and medium tyres is going to take our man the Cull all the way to the end of the race. But remember, he's on the medium tyres. Everyone around him who's going to be pitting are going to be going in for the soft set of tyres. chat then, Golden Rider saying he just handed that out for free. He did, Thunder did, bless him. And Chunky said, think he had more tyre, but not enough fuel. So the Bob hunting himself a call, but he's already low on fuel, and this tyre wear is a little bit torn up. The DTM, fresh set of medium tyres, and he's on his way. Tommy Roo, only 4.7 seconds ahead of the Roo, with the Cull in third place. The Cull out on his outlap now, ahead of the Bob. He's got to get his tyres up to temperature, with the Thunder in fifth place, Garuda in sixth, and the Faceless Boy in seventh. We started with 9, I believe. We lost Autosport, who never turned up in the chat. I wonder if he's in Discord. He seemed pretty upset. He didn't seem very happy about it all. Another one that can't wait to get into the Red Bull Junior, I imagine. Let's go. Hey ho, well, let's go. So Faceless Boy at the moment started so well, didn't he? Got 5th on the grid, but he got a bit of damage, and then he got a bit more damage for some reason. Deviant nearly ready for his final pit stop. He's not going to get it. He's got to go longer, ladies and gents. He can't get soft tyres to go 25 minutes into this race, I would say. Oh dear. I don't know. I've been clipped in Discord. I'll watch it afterwards. I don't know what I've done now. He said never change. Oh yeah, there's a Discord. Golden Rider saying there is a Discord. Yeah, they've got their own Discord. I don't know how to do the invite thing, my friend. I don't know how to put things up to get you to go to them. I don't even remember how I found them. I assumed it was on Facebook and went that way, but I am still not sure. Oh, Vodka Rob's ate all that food, and he is feeling stuffed, ladies and gentlemen. He is now, the endorphins rolling around his head must be amazing. He's on a food high. Deviant then leads this race. He wants to go a little bit longer and deeper, as she said, into this race to keep those soft tyres alive. And in the chat then, Chunky saying, think he can get softs to end, will need to put his brake balance to the rears too. Chunky saying, you okay for me to share the link here thingy? Yeah, fill your boots, man. I can see how it's done then. I can see what you do, and I'll go like, I'll keep that on copy and paste. Yeah, fill your boots, Chunky, please do. I wish you guys, I want to say to MJ, you got to put someone in charge of getting in my chat and putting a link in as soon as possible. And then I don't have to sit here saying, oh, you've got to kind of go to Facebook, then go to MySpace, then go to LinkedIn, then you have to go all the way up to Twitter/X, but no, not X, but Twitter. You've got to find an old version of Twitter, and then you can get into their Discord. Deviant leads, Tommy Ruin second, Thunder there is into the pits now. Bob had already made the move on him. I think he's more than ahead of Garuda to stay there, with Thunder now coming out of the pits, still ahead of the Welsh Warrior, Garuda. Not a great race for Garuda today. It started bad, driving into the rear area of the Bob, and it's not been good since then for Garuda, but he's cracked on. He's kept in there. Thunder in the chat saying TDR is too busy releasing his inner Max Verstappen gamer rage. And MJ saying, do you stream straight from the PS5? You could pin the link on your phone or PC. I'll try that. I'll look into it, MJ. God, technical stuff. I can pin things from I'm doing it straight from my PS5. I stream from the PS5. I don't own a PC. I do have a phone though. 0755704. Deviant is in the lead at the moment, waiting to go in. I nearly docked myself. Thingy, you could set a description on the stream via PS5 with the link to the Discord of all the leagues of your stream. I'm going to look into that, Chunky. I'll watch a YouTube video on how to do it. Tommy Roo then is going to take this lead. He's going to take the lead for the first time this evening, ladies and gentlemen. Deviant's gone in. He's gone for the move onto the soft tyre. Is it enough? Can he make it last? Is it going to be okay? Tommy Roo, for the first time in this race, takes the Lexus into... Yeah, Golden Rice saying, please don't self-dox. No, I won't. I'll try not to. Tommy Roo leads this race now. Cool. In second. Deviant's not come out until behind Bob, but Bob will have to pit before the end. He's not used them soft tyres either. The Cull has used both compounds. The Roo has not used both compounds. He's going to have to make a pit stop. And Deviant then is onto the soft tyres. 3/4 of a tank of fuel, which we saw Cull put in. My word. Thunder's onto those softs as well. 18 seconds behind Deviant. His race is with the Bob. He's got to go out there and put some absolute courageous laps in. He's got to conquer the Spa, ladies and gentlemen. Belgium, the Thunder, and conquering. Garuda into the pits then for his final stop. Although he's got loads of fuel, maybe he's just stopping. Maybe that's it. 20 minutes from the end, he's like, he's gonna pit. It's like that joke, then that Irishman joke who escaped from prison, and there's 100 walls around the prison, and he goes to escape one day, and he climbed over 99 of them, and thought, Jesus, I'm tired, so he went back, climbed over the 99 that he'd already climbed over. So Tommy Roo then leads this race, but the Cull wants to alter that fact straight away, and Vodka Rob saying, I had a guy earlier who wanted to invite to our old F1 Discord group, and I was lost trying to send it. MJ, I know you've done the promo, but me being race control next week is going to be insane. The most stressful thing I'll do all week. And Vodka Rob saying, there's not even a league there anymore, but we all chat footy in F1. No, you all talked about Stroll's epic move. Takes a Ferrari out. Hey, Daddy will buy him a new Ferrari, don't worry. Cull then in the lead. Deviant into second as Bob and the Roo both make their pit stops. So Bob could actually go for a podium here. He's not that far away from the Roo. Thunder is making his way around. He's going to put himself into this mix as well with those soft tyres. Can they get to the end of the race? Roo's back out onto the track, ladies and gentlemen, on his soft tyres. He is heading on in a very swift fashion, with Bob now out in 5 seconds adrift of the Roo. Ahead of Thunder, 3 seconds. Did I not tell you it would come back? That is endurance racing at its finest. Wayne in the chat saying, evening all. Well, hello. The Cull leads, ladies and gentlemen. He's on the medium tyres. He's got 16 seconds on Deviant, who's now onto the soft tyre. We are building to an epic last finale of this season, ladies and gentlemen. These guys are taking the ETCC out with a bang. The champion is already crowned. He is leading. Deviant is on the soft tyre, hunting him down, 15 seconds away from him. Now, catching's one thing you find you burn your tyres out whilst trying to chase, but we will see what Deviant can do. Tommy Roo out on the softs. He's defending from the Bob coming in hot and heavy, ladies and gentlemen. Thunder is in the action as well, but he's picked up a penalty, and Garuda in 6th place is gonna get some award just for sticking it out, because we've had so many drops in this race. Nah, there's only 2. Come on, let's not over dramatise things. Autosport. Sorry, Autosport. Well, you know, you got a bit. You can't. You rage quit, bro. I've got to be allowed to take the mick a little bit. The Cull then, 15-second lead. Deviant has got a mission, as has the Bob. Everyone has suddenly got a mission in the last 16 minutes of the race. Can they do it? Deviant a 2:01.7 versus Cull's 2:03.6. Almost 2 seconds faster. 14 seconds, that's a lot. That's not enough laps. I don't think there's enough laps on the board. Maybe 1 lap. Oh my. That's seven laps. And there's probably 8 laps left. Oh, I didn't see that, chat. Who's moaning? Who's moaning? I like to see the goss. So Cull then leads. He's going to catch him in 7 laps, and there's probably about 8 laps left of this race. That's how tight this is going to be. Tommy Roo, he's got the Bob to be worried about, but the Bob at the moment doesn't seem to be closing in. But Bob is as fast as you would think. He is crazy fast. And Thunder then, ooh, he got that penalty, and it seems to have cost him about 6 seconds, because he was only 3 seconds behind the Bob. But now that's hurt a lot, and maybe Garuda is thinking if Thunder has some sort of nightmare, then he could get back into this race. The Bob though, 4.2 seconds from the Roo. The Lexus versus the Nissan at the end of this championship. The Nissan versus doesn't matter what he drives, does it really? The Audi. 12 seconds though. Deviant is doing the job he needs to do. He is still on course. Oh, takes the fastest lap, ladies and gentlemen, of the race, but beware, because Bob is swift as well. Bob coming around, and he cannot take that fastest lap from Deviant. He does go hella fast though, and Tommy Roo is down to 3.7 seconds. Deviant though is on a push and a rush. The Cull a 2:03.9. He's getting slower. He's getting. This is crazy. Chunky, Thunder's wheel. Ooh, what's Thunder's wheel doing? Oh, he's buggered it. He's broken it. It's broken. So, Thunder, yeah. OMG, Garuda. He's got to do some swift laps. Can Thunder live with that? It's just a little wheel nut. Jesus, Chunky, you see every little small detail. You're Jack Bauer or something. My God, how did you spot that? That's crazy. It's the smallest little red flashy thing. That is great. Did you do a lot of, like, you know, Fine Willy? No, that sounded wrong. What was the name of the dude with the white and red stripy top? I just can't remember his name, but he used to be in a crowd. You'd have to find him. Where's Wally? Where's Wally? That's it. Did you play a lot of Where's Wally? Where's Willy? That was a different game we played. Totally different game, totally different rules. Sorry. Oh, he said in chat, my wheel. There you go, Wally. And Wayne says Wally. There you go. Oh, Chunky, you should have taken it. You should have said, no, I didn't really go. Sorry, I ate a bit of that chocolate. I was trying to wait till the end of the stream. It's addictive. Deviant 2:02. He's dropping a bit of time there. That's a concern. That is a concern. We had a delta, Deviant. What's going on? We had a delta to stick to. You're not going to catch him at that rate. 2:03.9 from the Cull, and Deviant, has he cooked his tyres, ladies and gents? Is it all too much? Is it over? I forgot, MJ wants me to push the Daytona 500. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, we've got a safety car, we've got race control. It's going to be as close to the real thing as these boys could possibly make it. Please, please. I don't even care. I don't know. If I could forgive the views, forgo the views. I don't want the views. I just want it to be an event that we can all enjoy together. So clear your calendars. A week on Saturday. For the WRC Daytona 500, 200 laps in a Nissan Silvia Group 4 engine changed car with race control, with safety car. It is going to be absolute banging. You've got to be there. You've got to be there. Cannot miss it. Cannot miss it. Oh, some say, where's Waldo? I think that's the American version. I think they do Waldo and we do Wally for some reason. God knows why. Oh, and Chunky says he can still catch. He still believes in Deviant. Really wants a Nissan to win this. All of the Audi drivers just want the Nissan. This is the first time the Audi drivers have ever rooted for the Nissan this season. And MJ, Adnap and Chunky all sat there willing Deviant on. Come on, Deviant, they're saying. Prove that Audi was a pig. The Roo in third. Absolute solid drive from the Roo from the very back. Bob is closing in, but is there enough? Yeah, I tell you what, 10 minutes left of the race. Bob's tyres are looking tidy. Faces Boy is into the pits for his final time. Garuda, oh no, he's not closing in on Thunder. Thunder has picked up a penalty. He's lost a lot of time that last time around. But Garuda, 203, why is he not getting any closer? I thought he was 55. Yeah, I suppose that is too much. A couple of seconds here and there is not going to cut it at all. So I think, yeah, Garuda, it's not going to happen for him, is it? 10 minutes to go. And then Cole there, 7.3 seconds. Deviant is slowly turning up that pressure cooker. Ooh, the Nissan getting a little wobbly underneath him. And Golden Rider saying DTM supremacy, but it hasn't been this season. That's the problem. Cole's been in a Nissan all season and has absolutely wiped the Audi drivers' bums with it. And we've all said, well, the Nissan is just too good, isn't it? It's just the Nissan. It's just too good. So when Cole won the championship, he said, can I take the DTM out? And all the DTM drivers were like, well, it's got better. It's a bit better now. It used to be bad, but it's got better. No, they didn't. No one said nothing. They just said, yeah, fill your boots. It's horrible. And it looks like he's going to win the last round with it. Here's Chunky. I'm only teasing Chunky. I don't mean it. Deviant lost about 5 seconds over fueling. He may have done. He's not biting to the Audi jibes. He's not biting this Chunky. He's not having it. So cool. In all fairness, Chunky was getting podiums with the Audi. He was getting something out of it. MJ and Adnap the car was a horrible beast for them. Tommy Roo at the moment in third place. Is he going to hold off the Bob? Looks like the Bob, he can't go anymore. Hasn't got any more to give. And Tommy Roo may finish in that podium position. Vodka Robbie in the chat saying, I always thought the Audi was the fastest car in Group 2, but I must be wrong. Chunky saying, I got poles and podiums, so happy with that. And still get relegated. It's a weird season, and it's been a really weird season. I don't know, well, yeah, I suppose, because, yeah, you missed a couple of rounds, but still, it's been a bizarre season. The Colt, at the moment, 6.2 seconds. Deviant, 7 minutes on the... Oh, his car's squealing. Oh, he's had a small off. You can't say he's not pushing, ladies and gentlemen. He really is trying to close in on that Audi. He's throwing everything he's got, and it's beautiful. I am impressed. I am also here for it. I like it. Tommy Roo, that's the Bob. That's the Bob, ladies and gentlemen, has finally closed up. He seemed to be stuck at a minute behind him for the longest of times. Now, I don't know if Tommy Roo's made a small mistake and given up a little ground to the Bob, but now he's letting the Bob have a sniff of that exhaust pipe, and he wants that fresh air in front of it. So Tommy Roo, he's going to have to fight for this in the last... Oh, Bob's picked up a penalty, and the Rooster is hearing harps and angels sing. And Vodka Rob saying that Playboy livery looks great. It is nice. It is really nice, I must say. I don't know who the proprietor, if that is, the designer, but a chef's kiss to them. So Cull then leads this race, 2:04.5 from the Cull last time around, dropping big time. Deviant though, a 2:04 also, stalemate betwixt the two of them. Tommy Roo, 6 minutes left on the clock, and he is surviving ahead of the Bob, who has a penalty. The Bob is flicking the purples, and Tommy Roo standing his ground. Thunder in 5th with tyre damage. Garuda has pulled in 15 seconds in 5 minutes, but it's just not going to be enough, is it? It's not going to be enough to get to him. Nicole, 6 seconds, ahead of Deviant. Has Deviant's wheels fallen off of his efforts? His tyres are pretty much dead. They're not great. We've seen these guys take these tyres a little older than that into a race, but you know, it's just having the confidence in the corners as well. We've seen Deviant already have an off. He's pushing as hard as he can, but if he's starting to slip around underneath him, you don't have the confidence to throw it into the corners you had before. And this could be the end of his efforts. We will see. Cull at the moment, full of confidence, happy to keep on going. He's done this in the first stint with those medium tyres. He took the medium tyres very old. Deviant just coming around that corner. It couldn't be any closer. He's got it to 6 seconds. I was going to say under 6 seconds, but it just went up. Tommy Roo, I hope that's enough fuel to get to the edge. Should be, shouldn't it? 4 minutes, 2 laps. Yeah, he'd be all right. Bob, 1.3 seconds after paying that penalty, and Tommy Roo really doesn't want to be lifting off of the accelerator and trying to save fuel right now. That is not the time for it. So Tommy Roo struggling. And Chunky saying side by side. Oh gosh, side by side at the end, 2 seconds per lap quicker, 3 to go. It's amazing, isn't it? What a race. What an absolute banger of a race. Tommy Roo for 7 tenths ahead of the Bob. Cull under 6 seconds now. Deviant really is pushing on. He really fancies it. The Thunder's having to pit for the tyre, for the wheel. No, that is crazy. It's crazy. He wants to get fastest lap, doesn't he? Cheeky bugger. Cheeky bugger fancies the fastest lap, ladies and gents. And Garuda, has he got enough ahead of Garuda? Oh my word, what a bizarre... The fastest lap isn't worth a position, surely. It's the same. And you might not get fastest lap, so it's too much of a risk. Cull then leads, 5 seconds. Deviant pushing on. Bob is ahead. Oh, Bob, you sod. Couldn't wait for me, could you? Couldn't wait for me to come back and have a look. Let's see if we caught it. I doubt it. Oh, yay! We caught it, ladies and gents. There you go, Bob. So, lovely car control around there. The back end just flicking out a little bit as he heads down, and he just got a better drive out of that corner, it looks like, on the Roo. And through, ladies and gentlemen. Beautiful move. Beautiful move by the Bob. Great driving. And up to third. Up to third. Brilliant stuff. And Cull then, it's not quite his final lap. They might get another one out of it after this. They're definitely going to get another one out of it after this. What am I saying? Deviant, 5 seconds. He's stagnated, ladies and gentlemen. The tyres have gone, and he just couldn't quite close in. Vodka Rob saying you said it would be close towards the end as well. And Golden Rider saying it went from 7 seconds to 5 seconds. R35 is pushing. Yeah, he certainly is, but it's under 5 seconds now. The Cull I think the Cole's got this under control. The last 2 laps. Bob then ahead, and Tommy Roo's pitting. He wants the fastest lap. Thunder got out ahead of Garuda, and Garuda on the old tyres. It wasn't that big of a call for Thunder. I thought it was a risk, but he's got out himself ahead of Garuda, and all is good. Tommy Roo has pitted. He had a massive amount of space. See, Thunder, you allowed him that pit stop, so he's going to still do it. Everyone wanting the fastest lap at the end of the season, ladies and gentlemen. This is crazy. 90 minutes of racing is just not enough for these guys. They want fastest laps as well. Unbelievable. Lord Oitazam saying my math is bad. That was, Tommy Roo. Tommy Roo, yes. He didn't quite get his fuel. Oh, so he's done it because of fuel. He's saying it's fuel. Tommy, we did see his fuel flashing, so, yes. Fair enough. I think Thunder did it for fastest laps reasons. Or to fix his car. He probably didn't want a broken car at the end. Cool, 4.6 seconds. Deviant, we've only got 53 seconds on the clock. They're going to get across the line, but Deviant just has no tyres left on his Nissan. It's over, Johnny. It's over. Bob probably doesn't want to do another lap, but he might be far enough behind. I don't think he is, you know. I think he's going to have to do another lap. So, Cole comes around. Oh, he's on his final lap now, as is Deviant. 4.8 seconds, and Deviant's tyres just don't look like they're in the game anymore. They're doing similar lap times. Cull is slower than Deviant, but Deviant's tyres are absolutely, they've scooched the pooch. You can get through Rouge pretty good though on Rayon. Bob leads, and he's going to do another lap. Tommy Roo gets to finish in 4th place, ladies and gents. He wasn't going for fastest lap, he's messing about. So will Thunder get that fastest lap? 2 minute, it's going to be tough. He's down on his own lap, ladies and gents, so I don't think it's going to happen for him, but he's giving it a blooming good go at the moment. And Garuda only 7 seconds. Oh, Thunder says no, he's not going for fastest lap. How do they type when they're driving? I honestly don't know how it's done. It's like some black magic. And there we go then. Thunder goes over the line. And no, he's slowing down. No, don't, because Garuda's coming, you fool. Thunder, move. There you go, he gets over the line. I thought he was fanny arsing about, but Garuda playing around at the end here as well, just enjoying the last seconds of that Honda Group 2, and Faces Boy giving it some spins. Sorry, Faces Boy, I just want to see what's happening up here. And Bob only 9 seconds behind Deviant. Deviant doing okay, but if anyone drops this car, they are going to lose position. But Cole at the moment bringing for the first time this season, ladies and gentlemen, after 8 long rounds and numerous races, because some had 2, the Audi finally wins, ladies and gentlemen. Woo! Deviant comes across in 2nd, and Bob in the Nissan in 3rd. The 2 Nissans still there on the podium, though. And banging, ladies and gentlemen. Tommy Roo in 4th. Thunder comes home in 5th. Garuda 6th. And Faces Boy in 7th. Well, there you go. There you go. Another win for the Cull, ladies and gentlemen. The champion of the season. Fantastical stuff. Let me grab this. Let me look at this. So there you go. The Audi DTM can win races. Deviant in 2nd, nearly stopped it, nearly brought it to an end. And Bob in 3rd. What a comeback for Bob. Great drive after his terrible start. Tommy Roo in 4th. Unfortunately, not doing the math right with the fuel and pulling a Ferrari and coming in near the end. Thunder in 5th. Garuda in 6th. Faceless Boy in 7th. And Autosport, he left. He wasn't happy with the Lexus. And Reckless also left. We didn't see what happened to Reckless. He just seemed to I don't know if it was didn't seem to have a big problem in the race. Right then, in the chat then, We've got, yeah, Golden Rider saying, hope the R35 doesn't spin. I tell you, on those tyres, I'm surprised it didn't. Vodcrop saying, very entertaining. Vodcrop saying, cheers, Thingy. Chunky Robbie is saying, great stuff, Thingy. Oh, bless you all, thank you. Thunder saying, not how I wanted to perform on the last race, but overall, I'm happy for how my GTR performed the whole season, despite my downs. Great stuff, Thunder. It was a great season. What are you talking about? You had good races, good positions, beautiful stuff. Okay, then, ladies and gentlemen, that is a wrap on the ETCC, the European Touring Cars Cup. We're going to put the Group 2 cars away for a little bit. Like I said, we've got an off-season race coming up a week on Saturday, the Daytona 500. Please join us. I'm not simping for views or anything like that. Put a load of dislikes. You can all put your thumbs down who come and watch it. I just want a lot of company and an event and people to explain to me what's going on. So please, a week on Saturday, put it in your diary. We're starting an hour early as well, I think. I think we're starting at 7, or the race starts at 7, so we'll start even earlier. And Golden Rider giving it a checker flag. Vodka Rob giving us a wave. Chunky saying, catch you in Formula X, everyone. And Thunder giving it a love heart, and Chunky Ribena saying, hit the like, everyone, before you go. Oh, thanks. Yeah, just join us. And then 2 weeks, I think they're having a break for, and we will be back with Formula X, ladies and gents. And I will tell you all the juicy tidbits when we get there. I think they've had some alterations, I don't know, but that's gonna have safety cars, that's gonna have all sorts of schnazzles and shebangs in it. So yes, our Friday night live will return in 2 weeks, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining me this season. Thank you for keeping me company in the chat. Thank you to all of the team over at the World Racing Community for putting on such a beautiful championship. And thank you for all the pro sim racers for taking part and making it very entertaining for our Friday evenings. I am humbled. Bless you all. Thank you very much. Tiru. Peace and love. Peace and love. Now, where did you want me to put it, P. Diddy? For heaven's sakes.